Hello and welcome to a little clip that I'm putting together on Clubhead Throwaway. You know, it's interesting in my business that, for whatever reason, things come in cycles, they come in waves. And I'm getting an awful lot of emails lately and over the last month about creating Clubhead Speed and or Clubhead Throwaway. They seem to kind of go hand in hand. So I want to take about 8-9 minutes to see if I can get you on the right track of how to go about preventing Clubhead Throwaway. You know, the more I do this, the longer I do it, the more I really do see the teaching of golf as a game of subtraction, not addition. It's what causes what that should allow people to get to the end result and get cured. So let's do this with the Clubhead Throwaway idea. It is not an involuntary muscle motion that makes people have Clubhead Throwaway. It's not like your body just decides to rebel against you. There's reasons why that motion happens. So let me see if I can lay it out for you. Now, when I lay things out, the best thing that you can do is kind of just listen and go, I didn't know that. That seems to make sense. You got to stop trying to out-practice the game or hit so many golf balls that you beat the game into submission, because you're not going to do it. It is a diabolical, tricky game that is trying to figure out how to screw you up. You can outsmart the game, but you can't outwork it. So let me lay it out and see what hits a chord with you. Let's start this way. Here's reasons why you will have Clubhead Throwaway. If you have been taught or perceived that the golf swing is a circle, you're going to have Clubhead Throwaway. If you think it's a circle, it is not a circle. My golf club comes down much deeper than it went back. It comes down much deeper than it went backwards. If you are trying to return the golf club back to its starting position, you will have Clubhead Throwaway. Again, I emphasize to you, there's always a reason why you're making the mistakes you are. And it's not usually lack of talent, lack of ability. It's not that you know what to do, you just can't do it. There's still things, which kind of drives me crazy in the year 2012, that there's still things that we don't know about the golf swing that we should know, and that we should be able to move on, but we don't. If you cannot make a divot after impact, you're going to have a degree of Clubhead Throwaway. Clubhead Throwaway is when you take all your energy and you've thrown it away before you've gotten to the golf ball. But it's caused, again, by thinking that you got to return to the original address position. Being talked into or led to believe or have this mental imagery of the swing being a circle, which most of us have. You know, we look at those swing rings and we just naturally assume that. We're told that the golf is symmetrical, so whatever happens on this side has to happen on that side. Again, absolutely not true. Here's what you need to get more distance. You need the ability to retain your lag pressure. You need to be able to hit down on the golf ball with your left wrist flat and your right wrist bent. If you're trying to square the club face up and get it back to the original position, you're going to end up being like this. If you're not allowing yourself to hit down on the golf ball, you're going to have Clubhead Throwaway. So I think the best thing I can do for you in this clip is give you a heads up on what it is you should be looking for, and then kind of show you again how to practice. Can I suggest to you that I made my website because I am adamantly opposed to trying to give quick tips, because there's way too much failure in them. I do not mind giving people the advice where to look to get a better piece of information or to learn how to practice properly. If you get a second and you like what I say, I want you to go to my website where there is much, much, much more and more in-depth, and don't be afraid of in-depth. Really be afraid of incomplete information. never be afraid of organized, correct information. You can't have too much correctly organized information. If it's wrong, then it's just wrong. It's not too much, it's just wrong. When I'm practicing and the first thing I have to do is get the correct imagery in my head. I have to get the correct imagery if it's okay to hit down on the golf ball. If I'm trying to stay behind it, you and your biggest army can't stop me. If I'm trying to stay behind it, if I think I'm supposed to return the golf club back to its starting position, you can't stop me. No amount of lessons is going to get me to do this if my brain is thinking this. So again, if you're coming up to my clips, if you like what I do, it's probably because the explanation is what leads to the action. It's not how many golf balls you hit, it's the explanation. There's nobody in the world that can't do this. There's an awful lot of people in the world that don't think you're supposed to, or have never been told you should. So again, it's not lack of talent. So go over the clip a few times. Pick one thing out at a time. When I strike a golf ball, my golf club is coming downwards, which allows me to retain my angle, which you're hearing more and more and more about all the time on the PGA Tour. Down, retain my angle, rather than trying to sweep it, rather than trying to create a circle, which leads to clubhead throwaway. When you practice swing, you clubhead throwawayers, I would suggest you practice swing pretending that the golf ball's way over there. Start by pretending that the golf ball's way the heck over there. At least that'll get you started. Like I said, when you get a second, please go to my website for a further explanation, a bigger, longer, more organized explanation. Hope you enjoyed. Bye now.